I didn't see her. I walked right into her web right here, and I started to back up, and she was right next to my face. She didn't want anything to do with me, so, I mean, I'm not really in trouble here, but dang it, I hate when they do that. Find a different way through. Hot tip, if you're ever just walking through Florida woods or woods like this in this part of the world, watch for sticks that are just hanging in midair, like this. See that stick? It's just hanging there. And you follow it up, and it's a web. And a spider, usually a banana spider, which are big. I mean, the one who's in this tree right now, with just her legs, the way her leg span is, she's probably about 3 inches. But they'll use that, instead of connecting the web to the ground, they will hang a stick to give them the downward force on their web. Very ingenious. I'm walking through the woods here. No hanging stick, just, branches and stuff. And boom, there she is. She's smallish, only about 2.5 inches. But I know I'm flinching at everything. I touched a leaf. I didn't see her. I walked right into her web right here, and I started to back up, and she was right next to my face. She didn't want anything to do with me, so, I mean, I'm not really in trouble here, but dang it, I hate when they do that. Find a different way through. So this is the trail I worked on a while back, and I still got some stuff on the way here before I get to the other side, on the other side of that tree there, where I've already come back from the other direction. So if I open this up, I can get through here, no problem. All right. Man glitter in my eye. All right, good progress. I got piles of stuff here, but now the roof is high enough for the tractor, the tree limb level. And then I've cleared and connected with what I had done way in the back there before. And we'll take a look at that once I get the tractor done. And all of this just to get to the western boundary of the property, so that I can start looking for the survey mark, so I can start working on a fence solution over there. Got the birds set up in the woods. Hopefully this doesn't end badly with predators. I just gave them some feed around the base of this tree so they can chew up and tear out all of that stuff growing around it. Then I did something kind of fun. I hung a swing. We'll see if anybody rides it. I don't know. We'll see how they do. Got the trail a little bit wider, cleared some more trees on either side, because coming through with the tractor the other day was really tight. And so as I'm trying to drag brush back out, man, it's binding up on trees and stuff. The other thing is, we'd had some rain, so I got a good rut going down here on this side, and I'm gonna need to let that dry out a little bit, figure out how I can fill that in. But it's good and wide now. I can make plenty of a turn. And I come back this way. I got the mule in here. So this is nice and wide, plenty of height. I've still got a few things here that need to be taken out. I've run out of battery power on my reciprocating saw for cutting stuff. My chainsaw, I threw my last chain and it had stretched. So I had to take 5 chains down to get sharpened and to have links taken out of them. I got 2 new ones on back order, but these things take time, I guess. So, and then when you come to the other side of that, you can see I got all this opened up over here. So what this is basically is it rises up to a little bit of an island within surrounding wetlands. So like all through back in there, you can see there's wetlands on that side. And then over on this side, a little further over for reference, that's the pond right over there. That area I came through, that's a lower area, and then it starts to rise up. So the ground changes, different kinds of trees, back to thick vines. You know how much I love vines. and then up into here. And I've managed to get this opened up a bit. So my western border, my western property line is right around, somewhere around here, between, it'll be between this tree and that tree there, probably. And so I've just got to figure out exactly what that is. And this going down this way is going to take me down to the pond. Oh, there's, somebody had a snack. It's a turtle shell. That's about 12 inches wide. It's a big size. Fortunately, I looked forward. Not a big spider, but man, that's a big spider web. Smoke, somebody worked on that for a while. Go around? You bet. Under, come up, and back out to the pond up here. No orange streamers that I'm seeing. Oh, something splashing around out there. Probably frogs. Kind of, hopefully, right? Pan this. I don't see orange, but I will look again on video later. Oh, okay, so there, I'll try and zoom in. I'll see if I can find it on the thing. There, that right there in the center, that looks like the post that's next to the white tree where the other property line comes out. So that's a reference. Sense of how far that is. Here's a stake that I previously put in the ground, just trying to use my phone's GPS and Google Maps. And the idea is here, and I don't know if it's everywhere, but if you zoom in, not every place has it, I think, but here they do. If you zoom in on Google Maps, eventually you'll get to the point that you'll see gray lines which delineate property parcels, borders of properties, and that's probably pretty close. I mean, I imagine they're using GPS or other coordinates to make sure that they got that lined up. It's just, you know, finding it using your phone and getting exact isn't really, it's only going to work as well as your cell signal and the number of towers that it has to triangulate off of. But this may be right here as close as I'm going to get, because I'm not seeing anything to indicate that anybody would have done something at another time. That's fine. What it means is this is what I have to clear in order to put in a fence. Picking up cows, I'm getting the steers in 6.5 weeks. Maybe I can do it. But I've got not only this border, I got one on the other side that's got to be done all the way through the wetlands over there. Better get my chainsaw chains back quickly. Okay, so here's the good news. I just walked this, and there's actually what looks like to be a pretty good path along what the phone map is telling me is the property line. So it's going to be a lot of work down towards the water, less work coming through the woods, and here's what it takes me to. This is wetlands. I don't really know like what is the real condition of this? It's been pretty dry, even though we've had some rain lately. Okay, so there we go. There's some water. All right, so I'm just walking out here. I am now at about the edge of the water. But if the phone and my eyes are to be believed, that, I'm not going to swear by it though, but I think that cluster of trees out there is where the corner of my property is. It's on the other side of those trees. So that's a lot of ground to cover, but it does not seem like a wise thing to do since I don't know what lives in here. And I don't know how deep it gets. There's a lot I don't know about that. It'd be worth exploring though. But I mean, my goodness. How deep do you think that is? Ballpark it for me. Is it worth a set of hip waders to walk through it? Wait, can water moccasins bite through hip waders? Probably. Anyway, that's my line. You know something? Not for nothing, but this kind of looks like something's driven through here in the past. Back maybe when they were mud bogging through all this. But if I can't cross that, then that means I got to turn short and circle around inside the woods here and then go back along the other wetland and circle around that way. I mean, yeah, here's the thing. This island, if you will, that's here in the middle, I could put cows out here for a couple of days with hay and they could tromp all this down. So therein that is a good thing. I don't have water out here, but I could, fill up a thing and put it in the back of the mule or on the forks of the tractor since I'm clearing the road and bring it out here. So lots of possibilities. Sharp-eyed, you may have also noticed that the mule is back up and running, so I got a new ignition coil in that. The third-party vendor that I bought it from on Amazon was great, and within 24 hours of me hitting the return and typing an explanation, they sent a short email that was nice and just said, "Hey, sorry for that problem, man. This is a really good piece of equipment. We rarely have problems with it. Sorry that you did. Don't bother sending it back. Just chuck it, and we've refunded your money." They no quibbling, no bothering, no nothing. So they were great. Purchased another one and got it installed, and so the mule's back up and running. So overall, kind of what I dreaded as being a harsh experience turned out to be pretty painless and actually a good experience. And so I really appreciated that from the company. All right, I think that's going to do it for now. Sweat. We'll talk to you guys later.